All right, today we're going to dig into one of the most fundamental ideas in all of business. How do companies actually create value? And more importantly, how do they win? So let's start with a simple question for you. When you're out shopping, why do you grab that specific brand of coffee or choose one smartphone over all the others? I mean, there are countless choices, right? But something makes you pick just one. What's the secret sauce behind that decision? It all boils down to a single, really powerful concept: value. You believe that one brand gives you more of what you care about than its competitors do. But what does value really mean in the business world? Let's break it down. To really get it, we need to go right to the very foundation of how any business operates. We're talking about the whole idea of value creation. At its core, it's almost like a magic trick. A company takes simple inputs, things like raw materials, all the different parts, and just plain old human effort, and it transforms them into something that customers are willing to pay more for. That extra bit, that's the value they've created. So how does this transformation actually happen? Well, it's definitely not random. It's a very deliberate process that happens along something that business folks call a value chain. The easiest way to think of it is like a simple recipe. First, you start with your inputs. Those are your ingredients. Then comes the process, the mixing, the baking, the designing. That gives you the output, your finished product. But the most crucial step is the last one, the value. Does the customer actually want it? Do they find it desirable and worth their money? That's where the real magic is. Okay, so this brings up a huge question. If pretty much every company is just turning inputs into outputs, how does some of them become absolute giants while others just struggle to survive? In a super crowded market, what really separates them? The answer lies in a massive strategic choice. Basically, companies get to a crossroads, and they have to choose one of two primary paths to deliver value and win you over as a customer. On one side, you've got the path of cost advantage. Here, the whole game is about being the most efficient, lowest cost producer there is, period. On the other side, you have differentiation. And here, the goal isn't to be the cheapest at all. It's to be completely unique in a way that customers really, really value. Let's dig into that first path, cost advantage. This strategy is all about winning through pure, relentless efficiency. So how do they do it? Well, these companies focus on a few key things. They achieve massive scale so they can buy in bulk. They become absolute masters of their supply chain, cutting out every bit of waste. They have an almost obsessive focus on efficiency, and they often standardize their products. The classic examples here, giants like Walmart and Toyota. Just take Toyota, for example. The company didn't become a global leader by accident. Its legendary production system is basically a philosophy that's dedicated to eliminating every single form of waste. Wasted time, materials, you name it. This obsession with efficiency is what lets them produce high-quality cars at such a competitive price. And then there's the power of scale. Just look at this number for Walmart. Having over 10,500 stores gives them incredible bargaining power with suppliers. They can buy goods at a lower cost than anyone else, and then they can pass those savings on to the customer. That is cost advantage in action. But what if you don't want to compete on price? What if you want to win by being totally one of a kind? Well, that brings us to the second path, differentiation. Differentiators create value in totally different ways. They focus on things like groundbreaking, innovative features. They obsess over exceptional quality and design. They build an incredibly powerful brand image that people want to be a part of. Or they offer customer service that is just second to none. And the poster child for this strategy is, of course, Apple. I mean, seriously, when was the last time you saw a new iPhone on sale? It just doesn't happen. Apple isn't playing the price game, they're playing the desire game. Their value comes from that amazing combination of sleek design, an intuitive user experience, and a powerful ecosystem where all their products just work together seamlessly. You're not just buying a device, you're buying into the Apple world. And this quote from Steve Jobs just perfectly captures Apple's entire philosophy. For them, design wasn't just about looking pretty, it was about function. That deep focus on the user experience, on how it works, is the absolute core of their differentiation strategy, and it's what allows them to command such a high price. So what does all of this mean? The most crucial point is that creating value isn't just about having a good product. It's about making a very clear, very conscious choice about how you're going to compete. So let's just recap it one more time. Cost advantage, the goal is to be the cheapest, and you do it through operational efficiency, like Walmart. Differentiation, the goal is to be unique, and you do it through things like innovation and branding, like Apple. They are two completely different goals that require two completely different playbooks. And here is the ultimate takeaway. The greatest companies in the world understand this. They don't get stuck in the middle trying to be both cheap and unique. They pick a lane. They choose a path to creating value, and then they dedicate their entire organization to mastering it. So, I'll leave you with this. Think about your favorite brands, the ones you're truly loyal to. Are they winning with cost, or are they winning by being different? Once you start looking for these two paths, I promise, you'll start to see them absolutely everywhere.